Hi, everyone. I feel like it's been so long since I've been live. Like, I feel like it's been forever since I've been live, especially in the flesh, if you know what I mean. Usually, I'm always doing different things, but I decided I wanted to go live today. It's been a while, so why not? Hey, girl, hey. Hey, boo. I'm just so thankful for people who's like ride with me, people who are like who's been there. So I'm so grateful. How are you, girl? Happy holidays. I know, right? I'm good to see me too, girl. Good to see me too. Thank you. I love pink too. I feel like pink has always been my color. It's always just complimented my chocolate skin, just chocolate. So, yeah, I'm glad to be back. I have let myself be distracted far too long, especially like, listening to other people and their opinions. And I'm just over it. I'm over it just listening to things that just doesn't resonate with me anymore. Like I feel that this has always been my calling to it's just my personality type. I just like to talk and share and whatever the case is. So, oh, thank you. I am young. What you mean? I am. You know what keeps women young? Dust free. Okay, no man stressing them out. Staying single. I mean, I know for me, I love being single. Um, Not overworking. No stress. I feel like not smoking, drinking, any of those things, you're gonna look young. You're gonna feel youthful. You're gonna just feel yourself. You're not gonna be like, I see what happens to women who overwork, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things that I've said, and especially for women that, do work or whatever the case is. Listen, I'm not going to come for you guys because at the end of the day, we all have a choice. Okay? Thank you. Listen, we all have a choice what we want to do with our life. So, yeah, just it is what it is. If you want to work, if you don't want to work, more power to you as long as you're happy doing what you want to do. Okay? So, yeah. But I really just wanted to get on here to just really like share my opinions because y'all know I'm very opinionated. I'm like anyone who knows me knows I always have an opinion. And not everybody likes my opinion, so it is what it is. But I have an opinion always. And what I want to say is this like, for me, I can only speak for myself, but not all women want to get married. Okay? A lot of us like staying single. A lot of us like to be in our own place. A lot of us like to just focus on ourselves. A lot of people have this misconception that women are just desperate for marriage. And there is a lot of women that are desperate for marriage. But I see what marriage has done to a lot of women that I know. I see what it done. I see how they look. I see how they think. I see how they act. So personally, I just love my singleness. I love it. And I feel like single women live longer. And they say that for a reason. Okay? So, yeah. But I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to just be out there. I want to start making different contents. I don't know, just something different. You say you feel less stress. Yeah, I feel less stress as well. Like I don't have anyone bothering me. So it's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yeah, I want to just do like more vlogs and like, you know, I want to do more things that resonates with me, not feel so controversial ish. I know a lot of people do feel that I need to be, but you know. You said your mom and dad divorced and my mom is way more happier and healthy. I'm telling you, when I say this, marriage is for men, divorce is for women. I'm telling you, like, I see what marriage does to women. I see what it does to them. There's like a lot of women who just lose themselves and they feel like marriage is like the best thing that could ever happen to them. Why? Why don't you feel happy with yourself in your own company? Because to me, if I can't be happy with my own company, no one's going to be happy. No one around me is going to be happy if I'm not happy with myself. Okay? Oh, your dad cheated? Oh. Well, at least she had standards and realized that she deserved better. There's some women who get with a guy, work with him, split bills with him, do business with him, do all those type. And I'm just like, what's the point of getting married if you still have to work with him? I don't know. That's the thing that just doesn't. I don't get that. I don't get that. If there's a married woman and she likes to work and split bills with her husband, I mean, hey, more power to her. More power to her. Now he's with the neighbor. Like, actually, no. Oh, I don't know what to say about that. That's a little crazy. That's cray cray. I'm just talk. I'm not honestly. I'm rambling right now. Okay, I'm not even gonna. I'm rambling. I'm just here to just. Well, did he pay for that trip? Like, I just want to know. Did he pay? Like, does he provide for her? Like, does he? I still believe in that. I still believe a man should be a man at the end of the day. Like, does he provide for his new woman? Because I just I never get the. And I also believe like sometimes a woman should be in a relationship with a guy as the girlfriend, just so she can see what kind of guy he is. So if you said kinda uh, that he provides for her, then he's not providing for her. Because there's no kinda. It's either a yes or a no. It's not really in between. You know. So, but that's just how I feel. Like I said, there's a lot of women that like to be in a relationship. He said, well, he pays for the trips and stuff. That so I get what you mean. The way I look at it, like if I'm gonna be with somebody, that's just me, right? If I'm gonna be with somebody, he's either paying for everything, like everything. And if I am working, my money's my money, and his money's our money. I don't know what anything wrong with that, right? He said, but like my mom and the neighbor used to be friends, and the neighbor just like goes, yo, why does this sound so funny? Yeah, that sounds yeah, that sounds crazy. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. But yeah, I believe you. I'm sure this happens every day with somebody. You said equality between both should be, but doesn't have to be marriage. Really, we lack equality, share balance between. First of all, Richard, there's nothing equal between a man and a woman. I know feminism has made you believe that we're equal, but we're not. They have jobs built specifically for men because they know men can handle things like that. Just like there's some jobs that you can see women are more likely to be in. It doesn't mean like just because we work that we're equal. We're not equal. There's nothing equal. I mean, I don't know if you have periods or you're able to give birth. I don't know if like if you can do all of that, then sure, we're equal. I think the only time it's equal between a man is when he's with another man. Okay? That's the only time it's equal. That's when it's 50-50. They can share and split bills with each other. So they're both the same. But I feel like that's where a lot of women messed up, is when she thought she was equal with a man, and then he gets to show her how equal she really is, and she's not. Men even get paid more. So that's just the way I don't really believe in marriage where, or even relationships where there's equality. I know anytime a woman feels like she is, she's stressed. She's not gonna look good. She feels like she has to put in more effort to try to prove why he picked her. you know? If that's the case, I'd rather be by myself. I'd rather be single, alone, not lonely, alone, than be in a relationship with a guy I have to split bills with. That's a hard pass and a hard no for me. That's It's not worth it. Why would a woman put herself through that? Anyways, I just feel like women need to focus more on themselves. Forget trying to be in a relationship. Forget trying to chase a man to try to be with you, or pay for him to be with you, or show him how hard you can work so he could pick you. Ugh, gosh, God forbid. No, that's not my thing. And I remember, like, I was talking to this guy. He was like asking me all these questions about what I wanted to do with my life and whatever, whatever. And I told him straight up, and I said, listen, I said the reason why I like you, like we're not in a relationship or whatever, but I told him, I'm like, the only reason why I like you is because when I'm with you, I can feel like a woman, right? I can feel like a woman. You open doors, you cover everything. Every time we want to go to an activity or dinner or whatever the case is, he covers everything. And I told him straight up, I said, this is why I like you, because this makes me feel like a woman. Now, if I have to go out in a relationship or go out with a guy who's not even driving, who's not opening doors or anything like that, it's just gonna feel, it's gonna be resistance. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be resistance. I'm not gonna like him as much. I can't like a guy like that. Like, I like a guy who can be a man, who is a gentleman, who could open doors, like, when we go out, the waiters doesn't even try to approach me. They're just like, here, they already pass it to him because they know, like, he's covering this. Look at this beautiful woman. Why is she splitting bills? Now, you get like those female waitresses that are a little cuckoo in the head. They will try to come in like, is this like half? Are you guys splitting it, or is it all in one? Like, they will ask questions like that, and it's like, girl, I did want to tip you, but when you ask that stupid question, you're not getting no tip. Okay? Anyways. But yeah, that's just how I feel. Just my opinion. Like I said, I'm very opinionated. But yeah. I just feel that women should really allow themselves to be women. Like, if a man wants to cover the cost for you, like, let him. I feel like that's a beautiful thing when he can do something like that. It just shows, like, hey, but then it has to be consistent. Because sometimes guys will do the most when they're starting to get to know you in the beginning, and just to kind of see, like, how you're going to react afterwards, like or if you're going to put it up for him, give it to him, whatever. Men are smart. I just want women to understand this. Men are smart, okay? They're super smart. But yeah, this is just my little, like, I just wanted to say what my piece is, my opinion. Again, like, I could talk to myself all day. That's what it feels like sometimes when I get on here and just like talking to myself. There would be the one, two people that actually agree with me, understand, but I feel like I gotta start all over again, especially with my channel. I have to start all over again, just something new, something different. Like I said, I want to start doing more vlogs. How did I get on here to start talking about things? Oh my god. It's okay. But yeah, I just want to be able to have fun on here. Okay? What? Girl, Ozempic? Oh, that's a compliment. Oh my gosh. Thank you. That's a compliment. That is such a compliment. I'm like, Ozempic? They like I took Ozempic. Yo, thank you, girl. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That is like, you just really, you just really made my day, girl. Oh, thank you so much. That is like the highlight of this whole conversation. Like, this is just, thank you so much. It's so funny when I look back at my old pictures and videos. Y'all, nobody told me how fat I was. I'm gonna show you guys. I was a big girl. Like, and some people will be like, "Oh, you weren't that big," but let me show you guys a picture. Hold on. This was 5 years ago. Wait, hold on. I still can't believe I was this big. Okay, hold on. Let me see. This was me. Do you see these arms, y'all? Like, I. Oh. Anyways, yeah. And here I go again with my crying, with my tears. You know what I mean? This was 2021, I believe. This was another 5 years ago. Um. Wow, how like things have changed. Like, I was big. My makeup was tore up. I didn't even realize how big I was. Um, yeah, crazy. Like it's. I look back at this and I think, wow, I feel so good. Like I'm feeling myself. Like I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling like I love. I could see my collarbones. You know what I mean? Like, but she said Ozempic. Wow, girl. There's a lot of things that I had to do to to do this. I think back in the times when I was big, when I was fat, I feel like I was just focusing on the wrong things, right? I was focusing so much on men, how to entertain them or whatever the case is. Like, I I feel like that was a lot of the reasons where my fat came from. Especially when there was a point where I was dating a chef. Let me tell you, never again. There's some women who could date chefs. I personally wouldn't, because I like cooking my own food. I prefer knowing exactly what's in my food, how much oil is in it, how much salt, how much calories is it. Like, I need to know exactly what I'm eating, how much I'm eating, even the portion sizes. I used to eat like I was feeding 3 people. Like, that's how big my portions were. Like, my plates were so big that you would think, like, girl, like, who are you trying to feed? Like, I was like, as if I was trying to eat for the whole week. That's how I used to eat, especially with my ex. He was a big guy, right? So we both ate a lot. And he used to look at my plate and be like, why are you eating as much as me? I'm a man, and I'd just be like, oh, stop it, I'm hungry. But I really wasn't. I was just stressed out, bored. that's usually why a lot of people eat, right? Oh, thank you. So yeah, I just feel like, it's just, I feel like I have to be more conscious, even like on dates sometimes. Sometimes it is okay to go out for coffee dates. I will tell you why before y'all t- try to take my head off. Because like you got to get to know a person, right? You get to know the person during that small interaction. If you want to have dinner with this person, like what their mind is love, like what there's times where I wish I had a coffee date with somebody instead of going out for dinner and sitting there eating awkwardly, like waiting for this dinner to be done. There were so many times where I felt like, oh my God, why didn't I just, and I don't drink coffee, but if I had like tea or something, it would have been a lot better than just sitting there, just like, oh my God, I can't wait for this to be done. So, yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But that's the only reason why I would say like coffee date for that reason is when you're just getting to know somebody before going somewhere else or sticking in a car with them, or I don't know. It just feels like you just sometimes baby steps, little things where you, it's not like you gotta go dress your best or anything like that. You're still looking yourself, looking good, but some people will get mad at me. They're like, girl, what you mean coffee date? What you mean? I'm not getting ready for no coffee date. But like, what if you don't even like this person? What if you don't like him? Then what? What if you don't like this guy, but you're sitting there at an awkward dinner? I had awkward dinners before. The worst thing ever. Never again. Now I want to be able to get to meet somebody very quick. Just can we connect? And I only want to meet someone in person. I don't believe in online dating. That's another thing. I'm just not for me. I would never take online dating seriously. Um, I do believe in old school ways where a guy, if he likes you, he's gonna approach you. He's gonna come across the room for you, whatever the case is. Sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, I don't want no man to approach me," but why not? Like, if you want, I want to know, like, how much do you like me? Right? It's not the same online dating. But anyways, he said, I do agree with you that only two men and two women will only be equal for each other in this world anymore. You said like, okay, yeah, that's what I feel. Like men and men or women and women. That's the only time it's equal. Those are equal relationships. But I feel like if I'm in a relationship with a man, I need him to be that man so I could be that woman. But I have to be in a man. If I have to be a man in a relationship, it's not going to be a good relationship. It's not. It's not going to be a good relationship, and we're going to have problems with each other. We're going to fight. We're going to argue. We're going to always feel like I already know. Like for example, like my ex is in a relationship with a woman who's very headstrong, very independent, very strong-minded. Like she makes her own money, right? She always reminds him that you're not needed. I can do it by myself. I can take care of me and my children by myself. I don't need you. That's something that woman who is very headstrong will always remind a man who she splits bills with that you're not a man. I can do it by myself. And I don't know, anytime I feel like a man feels emasculated in a relationship, that's when they get more abusive. That's when they want to cheat. They want to remind you that they're the man, to know your place. So it's like it's this power struggle that happens when a man's in a relationship with a woman who also acts like a man. It's a power struggle. Those, I feel like toxic relationship lasts the longest. I don't know why, but that's what I see. Okay, so women have to understand, like, if you want to have a career, you want to be a go-getter, you want to be the boss woman, it's like it's hard to try to do that and still be in a relationship with a man unless he's making 3 times the money you make and it just works for you guys. But it never makes sense for women to make so much money and to be with a guy who makes less than her. she's gonna make sure to remind that guy that he ain't ish. She's gonna always remind him, you're nothing. I can do it by myself. Who are you? Like, get out of here. She will talk to him crazy. She will remind him, you ain't ish. Okay. I don't know what woman wants to, or what man wants to deal with that. So you having problems, you're a man, you having problems in a relationship with a woman that you met, and especially if you met her online, don't be surprised. Okay. Because I know, let's say I met somebody online, I know what I'm doing. Okay. It's not going to be, oh, I see myself, married to this man. Me and him are all I see is like quick, fast, what could I get in a short time frame? And it takes a lot of energy to dealing with men. It really does. So women just need to just focus on themselves. I feel like being a woman and focusing on yourself, that's the best thing you can do. Okay? Be a woman, focus on yourself. Like, you can't go wrong with that. I've been saying this. And I feel like I got to reiterate it because a lot of women don't understand when she focuses on herself, the opportunities that can open for her. Like, she doesn't have to worry about dealing with a guy that is not worthy of her time. Okay? That's how I feel. I feel women, listen, like, we can really support each other out here, ladies. Don't waste your time trying to go on online dating and trying to get with a guy. You know what I mean? It's just a waste of time. It's focus on yourself, ladies. Okay? That's the best thing you can do. Focus on yourself, skincare, growing out your hair. You know what I mean? Like, just, I'm so obsessed with my hair. And yes, I relax my hair, okay? I sure do. So, yeah. But I just feel like women just need to focus on themselves. Oh, oh no. Girl, listen. Like I said, there are going to be women out here who are just independent women. And you know what? I get it. Sometimes, especially when we're brought up to like work hard or have a parent tell you that no one's gonna provide for you or whatever the case is, you do feel like you gotta be your own man out here, and just it's unfortunate that a lot of women experience that. That's just what it is. They haven't been taught anything better growing up. I feel like if a lot of the things that I know now, had I known it like how many years ago, a lot of things would have changed. A lot of things would have been different. And yeah. What do you think of a person who has what do you think of a person that has a handicap like epilepsy? Did I say it right? Epilepsy. Sorry, English is not my first language. Like epilepsy, has an income and a job, but doesn't make as much as her. Should he be left out because of money? So he has he's handicapped, so he can't work as much as the woman. That's a good question, Richard. What do they call people that? Is it people like? Is it called ableist when you're not interested in somebody who has handicap issues? Sorry, let me see. People who have handicap. I don't know how to call people who have like um who have issues or whatever the case is, and you avoid them. That's a good question. I personally, I can only speak for myself. I don't personally think I could date somebody who has seizures and things like that. Yeah, it's that's basically what it is. This is a personal preference, but I personally couldn't date somebody who had like I just that's just not for me. Um, if there's a woman that wants to date or is dating somebody who has disabilities, hey, like I said, I know there's channels like that. More power to them. And I know she's making money off of his disability, right? So I've seen channels like that. Again, it's not for me. I just personally don't feel I want to be in a relationship where I have to physically take care of a man, or if he just starts having to see. I don't know how I would be able to handle that. Like it's I don't know how I would be able to handle that. He just starts like we're like, hey babe, and it's and I don't know how I would be able to handle that. I just because then like he can't drive, right? I would have to drive him around. There's a lot of things he wouldn't be able to do. I mean, I'm not saying people who ep- epilepsy can't drive, but I mean, I just yeah, personal preference. This is not for me. I just wouldn't deal with somebody like that. But there are women that actually like being in relationships with men that she takes care of. There are women that like doing that. It's like a mommy complex. I don't know. Like just they feel empowered taking care of someone that needs their help. I don't know. It's I personally rather be the one that being taken care of. Like if I need help, I feel it's better the man that's taking care of me. That's just my opinion. Okay. Some women, like I said, some women prefer to be the breadwinner. Some women prefer to be the one that works and does everything for that man. So he said many can't because they don't understand and think they have to take care of him or her, where they don't. It comes, it goes back to the same person again. I get what you're saying, Richard. Um, but I it's preference, right? Not everybody wants to date somebody like okay, good. Not everybody wants to date somebody who's black. Okay, you're gonna feel some ways. No, not everyone wants to date someone who's fat. Not everyone wants to date somebody who got a gap in their teeth. Not everyone wants to date someone who's skinny. Not everyone. Everybody has a preference. And in the world that we live in, you're just gonna have to accept that's just what it is. You can't take anything personal. Okay, like everybody has a preference, and that's just what it is. Like, what could you do? Am I gonna feel ways if a guy is like, "Oh, I don't date black girls"? Okay, you did me a favor. Like, what? Well, I don't date somebody who has epilepsy. That hey, it's not for you. Everybody has their person. Everybody has somebody that's just for them. Everybody has their own person, right? So, I just don't feel no ways, and somebody is like, if I rub them off the wrong way, they don't want to talk to me no more. What could I do? I'm not gonna beg anyone to be around me. They don't like me. They don't want to be around me. Then hey, don't let the door hit you on the way out. What could you do? You can't control other people. The only thing you can control, the only person you can control is you. I'm the only person I can control. I can't control what anyone else does or what they say or how they feel about me. It's not my business, okay? That's where it goes to focusing on yourself. That's what I always tell women, like on my channel. Women, focus on you. It's the best thing you can do for yourself, okay? But yeah, some people are just, everybody has like some dude wrote personal preference. I know a guy who literally told me he doesn't like bigger girls. His preference has always been slim women. That was his preference. Um, that's just how he feels. What could you do, right? And then you would see a woman who are like, oh well, uh, wait, body positivity, but like even Lizzo losing weight. No, people who are overweight or big, they don't want to be big. They want to be smaller themselves. They want to be healthy. So again, preference. But yeah, I'm here to just like enjoy life. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm here to do is just enjoy life, have fun, and just that's it. I'm here to have fun. Okay, not to take things so seriously. I even want to do skits. I love doing skits. I love doing skits. Like that's something that I love doing. I like to do things where I can laugh at myself and be like, "Oh, that was so funny." I'm That's always been my personality. And I think because they say what's ENTP, that's my personality type. We're debative. We like to say our opinions even if people didn't ask for it. But yeah. But again, I don't think any women should go out of their way to try to change themselves like through operations. Um I feel like say if a woman goes and gets a BBL, again, that's her choice. She wants to get a BBL, that's her choice, but most of the time when a woman gets a BBL, she's doing it for the opposite sex. She's gonna spend all this money, even possibly die doing it just to get like male approval. It's like, why? Why put yourself through all that pain for what? You said yes, preference is very true. Finding her or him is hard to go about these days, and you're very lonely. Richard, do you have epilepsy issues? Is that you're? I mean, do you have epilepsy issues? Because Richard, what you have to do if this is you're speaking about yourself, um, yes, you do. Okay, well, Richard, do you have pets? I mean, do you have like a what's this those safety dogs or what are those dogs that the what are those I'm having a brain fart right now. Yes, there you go. Sorry, I could not remember. Support animal. Oh, okay. Well, um, well, hmm. I guess since you don't need a support animal, because I find people with pets tend to be the loneliest. They usually get pets to help with combat that loneliness. Somebody that they could sleep in the bed with them or walk with them or someone they can talk to or feed with, um, like, yeah. I feel like everybody, again, if you're somebody who has health issues, because that would what you would call a health issue, and you're lonely, it would be hard to date somebody who doesn't, unless you date somebody who also has health issues. Does that sound messed up? Oh, I think that sounds messed up. I'm not trying to make it sound messed up. I'm just saying, like, you know, just an option. Maybe find support groups in your area. There's a app called Meetup that you can go on and find like-minded things that you could do, like there's things that you could learn. So what's it called? Like if you wanted to say, for example, you wanted to learn Japanese or Korean, they have groups for that. You can actually meet people and you can start something different. So yeah, that's just my little 2 cents. I don't want mean to offend or say anything that could potentially make someone feel bad of the way they were born. So yeah, but yeah. I mean, listen, that's probably the least thing. There's some people who are born with no legs, no arms, and yet they're married and have children or whatever the case is. So I literally remember seeing this man that had he had no legs and no arms, and he was using his mouth to paint something. Like he made things work. You just gotta find things and make it work. You have an issue, you start seizuring up, make it into like make it smooth with it. You just and then just start dancing or something afterwards. Who knows? Like enjoy yourself. Okay, we can't change that. Make it work because there are men out there who are making it work with no legs and no arms, and yet they're motivational speakers. You see them. There's so many of them. So it's all about finding what works for you. Okay. Because I tell you what, it's not easy sometimes to find what works for you. But anyways, I am. I was gonna say I'm gonna cut this short, but it's almost been like 40 minutes or 40 minutes. Um, yeah, I just love being on here. I I love being on here. I do. Like it's I always can find something to talk about. I do. I really love being on here. I really enjoy it, and just I am so glad that I'm back. It's been a while. It's been a while. And I switched up. It's Miss Milu. Anywho, I do appreciate those who tuned in. I really do. You guys are great. I know I have some long term supporters who always just been there. And I appreciate y'all so much. I really do. It's, listen, it's been a journey. And I'm here to enjoy it to the best of my ability, okay? Anywho, thanks again. I'll see you guys next time. Oh wait, before I go, I'm just seeing your comment. You said it's all about her to realize and people to see good, even if it looks a little bad. Yes, I agree, but not everyone is built that way. Okay, not everyone is built to see the good in someone. We always judge people by their cover. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Like you see somebody do something, just that's just how we do things. So you can't, like I said, you can't control other people think or how they feel. Love you. Okay? That's all you can do right now. Anyways, see you guys later.